Okay, so I have an announcement. I just want to introduce myself. So I am one of Winter's Bar's owners. My name is Taylor, and then I have Cam, who's my boyfriend, who's the other owner of the King Corso of Winter Bar. And we have an announcement to make, and the announcement is that Winter is a service animal. Clap it up for Winter. Clap, clap, clap. Yep, we give it up for Winter. So, I just wanted to come on here and just let you guys know the truths and the lies, the pros and the cons, the facts and the myths about service animals. One thing I do want to say is that it's not easy to have your dog or your animal as a service animal. So, you don't have to, don't get me wrong, there are schools where they could get signed up for a school and they could do the training and everything to be like a proper service animal. However, you do not have to spend hundreds and thousands of dollars for your dog to be a service animal, because we didn't do that with our dog. So, I'll make sure I put the link down below. But I was talking to my friend, me and my boyfriend were talking to this girl that we know, and we were just basically saying, hey, we kind of want our dog to be a service animal. We want her to go like in the stores and go places with us when we go somewhere. And she said, oh yeah, I know this website that you go to so you can register your dog to be a service animal. And then I was asking about details, and my boyfriend got a lot of details about it. And then come to realize is that I think we only paid either $60. I think it's $60 every 6 months, and then or it's $100 fee, yearly fee to register your dog and to keep them as a service animal. And I'm like, oh, is it that easy? Like, what about the training? Like, she has to go to school? Like, asking all the questions. No. So, I did not enroll my dog into any training school. Don't get me wrong, though. Winter, my Cane Corso, has an e-collar. So, and I would say if you guys have a big dog, specifically a Cane Corso, I would recommend the e-collar, only because the e-collar I have, it's like they put the collar on the neck, obviously, but then it comes with an app. You can get the remote control or an app, but we lose a lot of remotes in our house, so I have the app. And what the app is, it gives you a warning noise, so it's just like a beeper. Then it's a vibration, then it's a shock. And with the shock, it's levels 1 through 15, so you can up it or lower it. So it's not, obviously not like that old school abusive way. They have different options now where you can send them a warning like, hey, I'm about to vibrate you, and then the vibrator feels like a vibrator on a phone, but instead it's like on the neck. But that's how the vibration feels. And the shock is like a pinch, but the pinch is like harder the pinch or lower the pinch, depending on if you put on 15 versus 3, for instance. But yeah, so she was pretty much kind of trained. She knows how to sit, come, stay. She knows all that. So I'm like, okay, good. We don't have to enroll her into a school. We don't have to pay thousands or hundreds of dollars to have my dog, for instance, maybe go to the grocery store with me. So just as long as you feel comfortable with wherever you're trying to be your dog to, yeah, it's super easy to enroll your dog into being a service animal. I didn't know that. I thought you had to go to school, have a dog roll into school. I thought it was like a months on training. No, it's not. So that's number 1. Number 2 is that sometimes you don't even know if dogs around you are service animals, because you're not required to have your dog wear the vest. So they have bandanas and vests that service animals wear sometimes, where it says service animal and everything. So when people see your dog, they don't question, why is this dog maybe in the mall? They don't really question it because they see the vest. So there's not really a dialogue there. But when you do register, you can either buy the vest or not buy the vest. It's optional. So you're not required to pay money for it if you don't want to pay for it right now, or you don't want to pay for it at all, or you can do it. I would say that we didn't have the vest for her, just because I felt like it wasn't necessary. Only because once you do buy and get the service animal registration, you have you have a registration card, an online registration card, and you can either get the physical copy, you can get the online copy, you can get both. Either way, the registration ID card, it gets sent to your phone, so you have it on your phone just in case you walk somewhere and somebody asks for it. You have to show them the card. It is on your phone if you don't have the physical copy. So because we always carry our phones everywhere, I just got the online copy, at least for right now. We'll probably would get the physical one soon. But yeah, I would say that I wish I probably did get the vest, only because people might not think, they won't question, like, is she a service animal? It just stops all dialogue. It makes people less iffy about if your dog is just in here roaming around with you, or it's like servicing you. You know what I'm saying? So I would say that, but it's not required. One thing I didn't know. Also, when you are registering your dog or you have a service animal, you don't have to be super handicapped, where like something like you broke your leg, you're in a wheelchair, you're blind, like, because I thought, okay, if you have a service animal, it's because me being ignorant, I thought, okay, the person must be blind or something like that, where they can't see, so the dog has to service them. I normally see older people with service animals where it's like a non-service animal, or like blind or stuff like that. However, that's not the case. When I was registering my dog, they have things like, you just want to have a service dog for companionship. You want to have just have your dog around you all the time. Like, it doesn't have to be something super deep as to why they're servicing you at all, which I thought was really cool, and I did not know, because I thought it had to be something like, something happened to you. So there's that. So I would definitely recommend, if you want to actually bring your dog places that the average dog cannot go, because there's a lot of places where pets are not welcome and they can't go. It's just the regular pet stores. But if you want to go to the gym, or you want to bring your dog onto the beach, where it may not be hours for the dogs to be on the beach, they could still be on the beach. Like recently, we went to the beach and they only had hours for dogs to come between, I want to say, maybe between like early in the morning, and it stopped around maybe like 10 a.m. and then 5 p.m. and then after, like the hours basically where nobody goes to the beach, they said the dogs could go to the beach. But during those hours, it's not really sunny. Like, I can't really enjoy myself. The water is super cold. So I'm glad during this time I had her as a service animal, and I went to the beach, and the beach patrol did ask us, like, hey, there's no dogs allowed on the beach during these hours, so and so. And I said, oh, well, she's a service animal. And they was like, oh, okay. And then they went along their merry way. Super simple. But I would tell you something that I've personally experienced, and I live in North Carolina. I'm not sure where you guys live. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. But from my personal experience with my dog, I would say that nobody ever asks us if she's a service animal. Like, nobody, like, we could go somewhere and nobody really asks us, like, there's no dogs allowed in the store, or, because we bought her to the grocery store before. We bought her to like a music center, like a guitar center place where you buy instruments and stuff before. The beach, like I explained. Where else do we bring her? I think so far that's it. And then and then we brought her to a restaurant. We brought her to a restaurant too. So yeah, there's a place that I bought her, and like those places that I just named, never once did they ask if she was like a service animal. And I'm just like, okay, well maybe I'm like, well, that's kind of weird, because I just assume that a lot of people would ask us. And with me not having a vest, I just feel like it looks less obvious that she's a service animal. So that's why I'm glad we had that card. However, but I still want to buy the best. But however, nobody asks us. So that's one thing. Like, it's almost like you could make it say that your dog is a service dog and not really be a service dog, which I don't recommend, because if you ever do get tried, you will need to be ready, because you don't want to be embarrassed, or your dog is not trained enough to be going to somebody's store and starts peeing on maybe cereal boxes if you're walking down the aisle of a grocery store. So I would say don't do that. But a lot of people, I don't know if you guys can see me because the sun is beaming on me now, and it's like some weird lighting going on, but yeah. But yeah, I would say definitely I would just recommend making your dog a service dog. And these are kind of the truths and the facts and the myths and stuff like that that I used to believe in, that I feel like a lot of people still believe in, because they ask me about service animals and stuff like that, and they think that when we say our dog's a service animal, they think that we're joking, because we're not disabled or anything like that. But again, like I stated, you don't have to be disabled, and that's the myth about it. Like, you don't have to be struggling with any disability. You could just be perfectly fine and just want your dog around, and it's not questioned at all. So yes, and my dog does listen to us, so it's not like she's being super rowdy in the store. She did bark in the music center before, but it's not like a disturb. Like, she barked one time, and then we could kind of correct it, like, calm down, Winter, like, settle down. But yes, our dog's a service animal. Just wanted to make that announcement. And so we'll be posting a bunch of different videos of her inside stores now. I just want to make that announcement before we post those videos, because we do have those videos for you guys to watch. So I just want you guys to look out for those videos and like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next one. You'll catch Winter very soon.